Welcome guys to today's session. It's Paul here from Parrot Products. The key thing that we would like to feature here today is our LED range. We call it the touch monitor displays. We've got a range of 3 different sizes, 55, 65, and then of course the behemoth 86-inch LED touch panel that we obviously provide. What we would like to demonstrate here today is the benefits that's aligned not just with a large presentation medium, but also the additional capacity of it enabling touch. How it can really enhance the environment you actually install these in. So for instance, in this example, we would like to demonstrate information kiosk / directory for any corporate. In this case, we focused obviously on a clinic or a hospital to give you an idea of how it will actually fit into that environment. The goal here is to utilize the entrance lobby or different floor entrances. What we want to actually specify and show here is that you can, with X amount of real estate or wall space, achieve multiple benefits. In the past, hospitals, clinics or corporates would have digital signage to give directions, left, right, this person's here and there. They would need digital signage, which they actually these days using, which I'll demonstrate a little bit later, which is normally just TV screen with a roll through of a presentation of some sort, an advertising space. So as you can see, already trying to incorporate that, you need to utilize quite a bit of space. Okay, so you're losing out on a lot of momentum, a lot of options and profitability. You're losing out in efficiency. The third aspect is also a survey kiosk, a feedback kiosk as such. A lot of enterprises, a lot of hospitals and clinics, their customers are the patients. They want to get the feedback. They want to know what was the experience. These days, that's what counts, is the customer experience. So again, if you add that third aspect to an environment, you are needing more space. You are utilizing more space for specific reasons and again, losing out on efficiency. Going digital allows you quite a big part there. One is, as you can see now already, is that after a period of time, we can set up these panels to utilize digital signage. So your adverts are running. It's easily updatable. In the same space, and this is what touch brings to the party, the same space, I immediately convert that exact same space into my directory. Now you will notice that this is not your standard directory. Left, right, one doctor after the next, which is sometimes, actually most of the time, very difficult to read in the first place and very difficult to maintain. If a doctor changes, and it's not if, it's actually just a case of when and possibly tomorrow, it is quite a mission to actually have that replaced. You sometimes have to replace the entire thing. It becomes a continuous expense, quite a costly exercise over a period of time. The other thing is quite limited in the amount of information. So what we've done here is utilizing, again, from a digital perspective, how nice it can be, how personalized it can be, how user-friendly it can be for your customer to have a directory of doctors which has a completely different flow, a completely different way of looking at it. You can notice just by adding the pictures of the doctors, it's already giving a much more friendly experience. It opens the doors to your customers. No longer is it a wall between you and the customer. You are opening up that, you are essentially passing over the bridge, and you are making a bit more of a personalized experience. With that, you've got obviously diversity now in the options of information you can show. You can show as much as you want or as little as you want. The nice thing here is that I'm not restricted to just the space being digital. You can notice here I've got 69 doctors that is currently listed here, which I can obviously scroll through if I want to. But the key thing here is to utilize and showcase obviously that I'm not restricted with space. I can really create a very open experience for anybody to come through. Okay. On top of this, the addition, like I said, being digital and allowing additional information is something like this, where I can easily go to directions now. Gone is the left-right arrow. You know, I want directions. I can really create a very nice looking experience. I can have custom floor plans. I can have videos in there if I want. You're really utilizing multimedia. Again, I've got all the different details flowing through with this doctor with additional notes. This is just a presentation. This is not your restriction. This is just to give you insight into what is possible and why the move is required. Again, I close this and I can always look for a different doctor. The other part of efficiency comes in that I do not want to look from top to bottom through all the doctors to find it, which you would normally have to do with your static signage. Here, we've incorporated a very sleek little filter or find solution. So I'm looking for a doctor. Let's look for Musk. As I start typing, it will automatically start filtering the doctors. Makes it a lot easier to find whoever I'm looking for. Let's go Musk. And I've only got the one. I've got the details. I can find directions. So whether you're young or old, it is easy to find where you want to go and who you want to see. On top of this is, and I said earlier, is the capability of actually providing additional information. So not only was this a digital signage platform, nor was it a directory lookup. I'm able to also, within the same real estate, do surveys, do feedback. For instance, here we are capturing that I enjoy my experience here, just typing in my details, my emails, no, I didn't, yes, I did, I submitted. And this can be set up to save to an Excel, to email, to integrate into your system. So you're not limited. So again, it adds additional flexibility or, I don't know, personality to your entrance halls. On top of this is one aspect, like I said earlier, where we did the search, is if I've got multiple units, I do not know which doctor I want to see. Now you can see I'm not showing anything else. I'm keeping it sleek and trim. However, if I'm looking for specialities, it's very easy to generate an interface that can provide additional options. Here I've got clinical dietitians, and there's two. I'm looking for dermatologists. There's also two. Ear, nose and throat surgeons. Hell, if you've got kids, you know those. Okay, there's three of those. So you see how efficient you can make your experience. And that's what the digital aspect brings us. This is just a demonstration of what can be done. It's by no means limitations. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much.